It's the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you into Paycor Stadium on the riverfront here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Falcons! Jaden Blue with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And when those add up into big mistakes add up into points against you.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19, craft all 80. 7 Pirates, 60 Mavericks.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Bengals hit 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. It looks like they'll move things around here. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Trap 60. Here we go. 70.
Now Daniels. This is caught inside the 15. Now he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Late groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Shedding the tackle. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. He returns the punt 60 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7.
14.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And running with power here. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
84 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for him. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Here's one deep for Pickens. That It's knocked away and incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there. And it's 3rd and 5. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Daniels. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
60 Vikings, 70 Timberwolves.
Daniels looking to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Milton Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Viking 18.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And that is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. He was in his own zip code, but somehow could not look it in. Here's Daniel Whelan now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets it underneath to Lou. Fighting his way through contact. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Jaden Blue with a 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
70. Mustang 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
60 Eagles.
Back to Mixon on first down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Viking 18.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he gets it down to the 32. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Mixon with a first down carry. stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Get it. Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third down and 1.
Go. 70 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go.
Back to throw. Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18. Here we go. Start.
Mixon going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, going to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
First down and 10 yards to go.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. That's Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Two yards to go, 2nd down. Touchdown, Bengals. Elijah Moore, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Leonard. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jaden Blue, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a first and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
From the 31, here's second and 6.
Come on. Set. Gravity lying.
They go play action. Daniels. This taken in by Downs.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 43.
1979 Broncos. Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard.
Ring it. Get it. 60. Ready.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And that's how you get back in good graces with your head coach after you fumbled the last time out. He's determined, A, to hold on to the football, and B, to run with purpose and make up for his mistake. That's a heck of a run right there.
Ready up. Bronco 80. Ready. Viking 18.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Okay, break. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals,
Not
18
liking the
Cardinals.
look. They'll change the play.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. A point after, good by Groupie. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 24.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. This is caught. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Operating from the gun. Leonard. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as after arrive. Tracked him from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Leonard. Looks like nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Groupie for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Leonard. He's got this to Pickens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. Lambert Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19, 7-5.
They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keandre Lambert-Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 45, Falcons 31.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Now this air down deep for Reed. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Leonard. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So here comes the kickoff. And what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 13 yards remaining on second down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 7 Viking, 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on third down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Zay Flowers, 64 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Come on, come on. Hit.
Line up for the
60 Eagles.
conversion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Daniels going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Score, Bengals 51, Falcons 39.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second and 10. Looking to throw. Leonard. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Forces a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and put it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. Leonard. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And the crowd a major factor now. Here's third down. Looking to throw. Leonard. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
And they take a knee.
Come on, set. Cougar 19.
And they will take a knee here.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly...
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. I've heard it